Babysitting jobs are supposed to be easy. A few hours watching kids, some extra cash. But for one college student, a seemingly simple job turned into a nightmare that still haunts the town of Blackwood. This is the babysitter's last call. It started on a cold October night. Emma Wilson, a 19-year-old student, answered a Craigslist ad for a high-paying babysitting gig. The family lived in a secluded mansion on the outskirts of Blackwood. The pay? $500 for 3 hours. Too good to be true. She'd soon find out. Arrival at the mansion. When Emma arrived, the parents Mr. and Mrs. Blackwell greeted her with cold, almost robotic smiles. Their children, two silent twins in old-fashioned pajamas, stared blankly at the floor. Before leaving, Mrs. Blackwell handed Emma a note with one rule. Never answer the landline, no matter how many times it rings. Emma shrugged it off. After all, who even uses a landline anymore? But as the parents' car disappeared down the winding driveway, she noticed something odd. The house smelled like mothballs and decay, and the twins hadn't spoken a single word. The first call. At midnight, the phone rang. A shrill, mechanical sound that made Emma jump. She ignored it. But then, it rang again. And again. 12 times. On the 13th ring, she caved. "Hello?" she whispered. Static crackled, followed by a garbled voice. "I'm inside the walls." Emma slammed the phone down. Her heart raced as she heard scratching inside the walls. She grabbed a flashlight and crept upstairs to check on the twins. That's when she saw it. 3 small coffins under their bed, and a wedding photo of the Blackwells. Dated 1942. Emma's blood ran cold. The twins hadn't aged a day since that photo. The phone rang again. This time, the voice hissed, "You shouldn't have come here." The lights flickered. The coffins began to rattle. And in the mirror behind her, Emma saw the real Mr. Blackwell, rotting, hungry. She sprinted downstairs, but the doors were locked. The phone rang nonstop now, voices overlapping. "Join us. Join us." Desperate, Emma smashed a window and fled into the woods. Behind her, the mansion erupted in flames. But as the fire died, 3 small figures stood in the ashes, unharmed. The police found Emma at dawn, babbling about ghosts. The Blackwells' mansion, reduced to rubble. No bodies, no coffins, just a single artifact in the ashes. A 1942 newspaper headline. Blackwood family dies in house fire. 3 children missing. But here's the thing. A week later, Emma's roommate found a note in her backpack, scribbled in Charles' handwriting, "We need a new babysitter." And when she turned around, the landline was ringing.